My dear brothers and sisters, I want to speak to you a very important point which we all need to be always aware of. I have seen people saying like this. These people are going to the church every time, and after all this prayer, what did they get? Now they lost everything that they had. I've seen people saying, when someone who is so prayerful and charismatic and going to the church, suddenly when they have a sickness, maybe a cancer, maybe some kind of sickness, people criticizing them. They are very prayerful, now they got cancer. Where is their God? They go to church every day, now they have lost their job. They are praying every day, but they don't have a gift of child. And there are people who criticize like this, speak against people. And I have seen people making fun of the religious people. They are with all these, they are going around and preaching the whole world and changing the whole world, but their family is a mess. They are trying to change the whole world, but they behave like this. So there are so many people who criticize those who are committed and prayerful and holy and set apart for God. Let us read what the Bible says. Bible is giving us a big, serious warning against this kind of attitude. We read Sirach 27 verse 29. Sirach 27 verse 29, we read like this. Those who rejoice in the fall of the godly will be caught in a snare, and pain will consume them before their death. Those who rejoice in the fall of the godly people, prayerful people, the holy people, good people who are going to the church, very faithful to the church and very prayerful and faithful and religious, when they have a problem, if you rejoice, when they have a fall, if you take pleasure out of it, saying they are prayerful but now they have problem. We are not so prayerful and we have no problem, but they are so prayerful, they had problem. These people go to the church and go for every retreat, but they have no blessing. These people are always in prayer, but still they have got sickness. Never ever take pleasure or rejoice in the fall of the godly people who are prayerful, who are consecrating themselves to God. Never take pleasure out of it. Never make a comment like this. Because Bible says very clearly, those who rejoice in the fall of the godly will be caught in a snare. It's a bondage. You will be in a bondage. The moment you comment like this, the moment you say or take pleasure or rejoice out when you see people who are godly, prayerful, holy, charismatic, go into the church and prayerful, when they have a mistake or a problem, if you take rejoice, remember the moment you will be caught up with the bondage, and pain will consume these people before their death. They will have to go through a pain, worse pain than those people are going through. You know, when I say this, don't think about anything that is connected to your life. Don't compare or connect it with anything that is happening in anybody's life. But just one thing, we should never do this mistake in our life. We should never comment about anyone who is so prayerful and comparing their life with them and say, oh, they are so prayerful, but this is what happened. And don't ever take pleasure out of it. It is dangerous for us. It is not good for us. Always pray for them if anyone is in need of our prayer. Even if they are going through, in spite of their prayer life, even if they are going through a crisis, pray for them. They need your prayer. Never take rejoice, never comment, never criticize, never speak against them. It will bring a bondage in our life. If we have done something like this in the past, let us beg for forgiveness and pardon from